Hello, my name is Charles Harrison. I'm the production manager here at Avondale Brewery. Been working here for around 3 years. Started out at the bottom, been working as a volunteer brewer, then bar back, bartended, moved over to the administrative side, and now I've been just brewing beer and loving it. Yeah, how we started, it's kind of a small story. Kobe and Hunter Lake, they're our owners. They bought all this property up about 5 years ago, and they were hanging out with some of their friends, and they introduced them to this little home brewer there named Craig Shaw. He took him back into his closet, and he had all this beer lined up, and so they let him try it, and they loved it, and he was like, hey, I saw you have a building down in Avondale. I have a great idea for it. And before we knew it, we were taking off, we were slam-packed, and within the first 6 months, we had to buy the entire second block behind us to expand our business because we couldn't keep up with just the little that we had just in the first building. Kind of started out, we were the first ones down here, and then everyone started coming around, all the new businesses. One thing that we can offer that nobody else can is we're kid friendly, dog friendly. We have a whole entire back beer garden that is pretty much, to most of the locals, is a big local park. Some people, they don't come in here just to relax and enjoy their afternoons with their kids, their dogs. Even if they're not here to drink our beer, they just love the atmosphere of the area. With the community being involved, it's great. We have a lot of the same locals that come down every day. A lot of the people that live over in Avondale and Forest Park, this is their place to come and walk down to the park and enjoy themselves, have a nice cold beer. We see a lot of the same faces. A lot of our regulars turned into our volunteer tour guides now. So our tour guides first started coming in as regulars, and then they started working here just as a passion for them. They have regular day jobs, and they just enjoy coming down and giving our tours for us. We have a lot of other locals that just come in and volunteer for us, help us around the brewery, and we always appreciate the community because without the volunteers that come in and help us all the time, we would not be where we are today.
Miss Fancy is our mascot. She comes from a pretty awesome story. Avondale Park used to be Birmingham Zoo, and there was a trainer there. They got a hold of an elephant, and her and Mr. Todd became really, really good friends. And they became a bit of a celebrity in the 20s. They would be seen riding around the streets, and everybody knew who they were. They were kind of like the rock stars of the era.
My grandmother's friends actually told me this story. She was down, there was a parade coming through, and then the next day Mr. Todd was riding Miss Fancy's down 5th Avenue, and he was drinking a bottled beer, and at the time it was Prohibition, so the cops arrested him and took him to the jail. Miss Fancy, she sat in the street and blocked traffic and didn't move for about 4 hours. The police could not get her to move, the zoo employees couldn't get her to move, so they eventually had to go release him from jail, bring him back to get Miss Fancy and take her back to the zoo. So she only listened to one man, and that was her buddy, Mr. Todd. This brewery itself, what it means to me is, well, it's made my life a lot better. I've never been more happier with a job, people I work with. It's like our own little family here. We all get along, pretty much we're all friends with each other. When we go hang out with our friends, we're hanging out with people we work with. So that's how close we are, and we try to keep it like that.